Here we are. It is time for another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and to my right is Tinkerbell.
This is a regular edition of Litter Media Live.
Did I say special?
Yes.
Well, it was special.
It was special because Tinkerbell arrived just as we were going on the air. Did you hear her?
Is that what it was?
I think that's right.
Okay.
Tinkerbell, yeah.
Oh, there she is, over there in the corner right there.
Hi, Tink.
Spinning around in my desk chair.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us today on this special day for Tinkerbell. We also have all three of us together again.
That's right.
For the first time this week. And so there's Aaron Glandon over there, still enjoying the honeymoon. He's relaxed. Yes. A thumbs up from Mr. Hand, too. Coming up in a moment, news, sports, and this date in history. But we want to start with the forecast, which is absolutely perfect.
Yes, more sunshine and mild conditions today. In fact, through the rest of this week. Highs, I think today around 75, and then overnight lows anywhere from 50 to 55. And if you're traveling up overnight around the Columbus area, I've heard them squawking about upper 40s. Dress warmly. I don't have this in the notes, but I just heard this morning on one of the other stations in town. Sam Jam gets underway, I believe, today.
Their pre-stuff that they do. They have a few of the saloons that they go to on a Wednesday, and then Thursday they start having the event, I think, at the grandstand at the Pike County Fairgrounds. So that is this weekend. It's always the Labor Day weekend, and a lot of stuff going on this weekend, too. So we'll be telling you more about those events coming up in today and the rest of the week as well. And that also includes a special edition of Litter Media Live, which we have scheduled for tomorrow afternoon, a visit with Brandon Smith, who will be here from the Scioto Society, as Tecumseh puts a close on its run for 2025 this coming Sunday. So we'll visit with him and learn about what's going on at Tecumseh out on the mountain for Haunted Mountain. Can't wait to visit that. All right. Coming up in a moment, a look at news. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They put in a new air conditioner, heat pump, and everything for us it's been a month now, I think. And last night, I heard the heater kick on for the first time. Ooh. And I looked at my wife and I said, "Did you turn the heater on?" "Yeah, I didn't want you to freeze." "Thank you."
How about that?
She is perpetually hot. She is just,
well, yeah. Yeah, she's hot, baby.
But temperature-wise, she's always hot. And I was surprised that she made sure that the heater was working, but I'm glad she did. Mm-hmm. If you've got an issue with your heating or cooling and your plumbing, they can take care of this for you. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you to accuratehvac.com for accurate heating, cooling, and plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
We call it beneficial news you can use. It's stuff that we've prepared for you that you can hopefully have a better life because of what we share with you.
We'd like to think.
You'll find that on our website, which is littermedia.com. But we also share things on our social media. So our Instagram, our Facebook, our, what else do we have? X and Spotify and YouTube. All that stuff is up in the upper right-hand corner, including Litter Media Radio. You want to find out more? Go to littermedia.com, where it's always happening. At the top of our news this morning.
This came out just this morning. The Ross County Water Company has issued a precautionary boil advisory. Now, this is for customers who live in the area of Masseyville Road. Now, this alert that we put out a couple hours back, it didn't say when or how long this advisory would be into place, but as it's if you're looking at the screen, you can get more information by visiting the Ross County Water Company's website. And if they don't tweet it out or send it out in an email, certainly that site will get you the information as to when that precautionary boil advisory is lifted in the Masseyville Road area.
The 2025 fall grant cycle has begun for the Chillicothe-Ross Community Foundation, which is committed to supporting the nonprofit organizations that serve as the backbone of Ross County. This year, the Foundation's Grants Committee will give special consideration to applications for projects and initiatives that meaningfully address homelessness within Ross County. So if you've got an idea, they want to hear about it, and they will help back that.
September 19th is You Matter Day here in Chillicothe with activities in front of the Ross County Courthouse that will be held between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Every individual is unique, valuable, and worthy of respect and kindness. It's essential to remind ourselves and each other that our presence, our actions, and our voices truly matter. Guys,
every day.
You matter.
Every day matters around here.
Absolutely. But we want you to come out that day and enjoy a food truck. There's resource tables there for you. There'll be music and a lot of fun. That's 10 to 2, September 19th at the Ross County Courthouse steps.
You matter. And it'd be nice to have a food truck every day. Wouldn't that be cool?
Could we have a food truck?
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know if that would actually
just park it right over here in this warehouse. Yeah.
Petland Incorporated, they're getting ready. Coming up soon, it is their third annual Petland Weiner races as part of downtown Chillicothe's Oktoberfest celebration. Dachshund owners are invited to sign up to win goodies and bragging rights as their Weiner races return Saturday, September 20th at 5 p.m. We'll probably have cameras there. This time, make sure we show up early enough for the entire thing, would you? Just throwing that out there. Check-in for pre-registration begins at 4 p.m. in the courtyard at the Majestic Theater, 45 East 2nd Street in Chillicothe. To participate, the dogs must be pre-registered by Friday, September 19th, which is You Matter Day.
That's correct.
Just throwing that out there. Registration forms can be completed online within our website story. September 19th is also, I saw a dog yesterday who will have its first birthday on September 19th. Yes, that dog belongs to Keegan Rathkamp and his darling bride. And not only that, September 19th is the anniversary birthday of WBEX. When they first went on the air in 1947.
47. The 23rd annual Rareden Whitetail Deer Festival is September 5th through the 7th in Scioto County. This event is packed with a pageant. It has entertainment, music, food, and resources concerning deer hunting. If you've not heard about this, check out the Rareden Whitetail Deer Festival. They do have a Facebook page that you can get all of the schedules, all of the information as to what is going to be taking place down there over that 3 days.
And this is the 23rd event. It's the first year I remember ever seeing anything about this. I saw a pamphlet in the Waverly Post Office for it, And the last few days, when we traveled down to 32, coming back from Piketon, there's a banner out there. It says the Whitetail Deer Festival. So if you've never been to it, head on down to Rareden.
I'm sure a lot of our deer hunters are aware of it.
Yeah.
Because anything dealing with deer, they seem to be on the cusp of all of that stuff.
I'd like to see the pageant. I mean, there's a pageant. Is it of deer? Or is it of
girls?
Young ladies.
Young lady, that kind of pageant.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Speaking of which, high school girls in the area have a chance to win scholarship money and travel around the state of Ohio promoting the Bainbridge Fall Festival of Leaves. Got to make sure I say that properly. A couple of years ago, I made the mistake on stage of saying it was something else, but it was the Fall Festival of Leaves. Deadline to apply for the pageant this year is September 20th, which is the day after You Matter Day. And make sure you stop in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We always have a blast. I've not seen anything in regards to what the theme is for this year, but I'm seeing cowboy hat and boots there. I got a feeling it's going to be a Western theme.
Yeah.
And they usually, I let the ladies select my tux. So it'll probably be something, I don't know if I'll be having to wear boots instead of, I don't have cowboy boots.
I think it would be appropriate.
It
They'll have
probably
to
would.
get you a pair of boots.
Missy's got a pair of cowboy boots, but I don't think my feet will fit.
Probably not.
That would be pretty awkward.
Yeah.
But we'll see you in Bainbridge in mid-October for that.
Our road report takes us to Hocking County. A horizontal and vertical curve correction project is taking place on State Route 664 between Star Route Road and Sauerkraut Road. Didn't know there was a Sauerkraut Road until now. One lane is closed. Traffic is being maintained by temporary signals through October the 1st. Wonder what happens
It's right there by Bavarian Bratwurst.
wonder what happens when Bratwurst connects with Sauerkraut Road, yeah. Or if a hot dog truck crashed on Sauerkraut Road, yeah.
For some, it's delightful.
Yeah.
I'm not a sauerkraut fan.
Me neither.
But there are plenty of you out there. On my way into work this morning, they've been working on 772. This is the curve from where Morgan's Fork Road intersects with 772, which it goes all the way over to 220, then it becomes 220, 772, over to 124, becomes 124 and 772, and goes south. Where does it take you? To Rareden, where you can go to the Whitetail Deer Festival. But at any rate, this is just south of Niption, where our friends Frednecks are. And this took probably 20 minutes, and they were already working on it before we were able to drive out on the roadway. I thought, I'm going to get out and take a look at this.
I bet you $1 these guys really appreciate this cool weather we're having.
Yeah, in fact, the fellow to the right, well, he's in the middle of the screen there. I went over to him. I didn't ask his name, but I said, I bet this is a lot better than it has been this summer. And he's just giving me a big old nod.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. So happy to have that weather.
Especially that guy on the left there with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Killing the weeds.
Which you've done.
I've done that in when I worked for the Ross County Parks District, and it's summer heat, and that was not a fun time.
Yeah.
That tank, I imagine, it gets heavy.
I had a wheelbarrow for it.
Did you really?
Yes.
Ah, that's good thing.
But you can feel the heat coming off the torch when you're
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
activating it.
Can you imagine the heat on the steel-toed toes?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, whew, those boots there.
Yeah.
So this is why we enjoy doing what we do for a living. We could be doing something like that or digging ditches.
Yeah.
This is slaving over a hot microphone is a lot easier.
yeah.
A lot easier. Thank you, fellas. We appreciate what you do. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with sports. But first, let's tell you about Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. And we're talking about the Skag inventory clearance sale. They're trying to move these out, and I'm telling you, a number of them are leaving the showroom floor. You better hurry in at 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. You can call ahead if you want. They're open until 5 o'clock today, 740-773-8826 to get more information. If you want to see more about the products they have, go to hometown-motors.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Find a career you love with Chillicothe-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Chillicothe-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Sorry, we were just having a jovial moment off the air. The Leonard Media Game of the Week this week has us up in Pickaway County. Washington Blue Lions, Circleville Tigers, doing battle on the gridiron. And we'll be there with not only cameras on the sideline to put together a highlight package, but also to broadcast this contest, let you know what's happening down on the field. You'll not find a better broadcast team than Mike Smith and BJ Daly.
Until the following week.
Hands down.
Until the following week.
Down.
When Dan Ramey and BJ Daly will be doing the game.
So
all we need is a bear to show up, because then you would have lions and tigers and a bear.
Oh my!
Oh my!
But maybe we can put Aaron in a bear suit.
There's an idea.
That'd be cool.
How about that?
Yeah,
it kind of looks like Grizzly Adams.
Maybe we could talk to Shawnee State, and maybe they can have their grizzly bear come up or whatever. So.
I like that idea.
So anyway, that's Friday night, and we want you to participate by listening in on Litter Media Radio. Speaking of radio, and this guy should have been my successor to doing Cavalier games. I'm glad to see that he is doing some Cavalier games this year. Jacob Wise, we know him and love him as the voice of the Chillicothe Paints. He is the 2025 Prospect League Broadcaster of the Year. No surprise. No surprise. I think he won it last year, the year before probably, and Mike was wondering if he's the only broadcaster. That's not the case.
No, there's others.
But he also does all the graphics work, so this had to be difficult to put this together for him as well.
He's a humble guy.
Congratulations to Taze Valley grad, Jacob Wise.
Congratulations, Jacob. Now on the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard, cross country, a big story last night. Unioto's boys and girls teams won the championship at the Huntington Cross Country Invitational Meet. Now, Portsmouth's J.J. Purcell won the boys' individual race at a time of 11:06.02. Runner-up individual was Ethan Pertee of Unioto. Now, Adina's Vanessa Conley won the girls' individual crown at a time of 13:52.05. The girls' runner-up was Unioto's Cameron Walker at 14:20.40. Congratulations to those. And by the way, if you go to our website, storylittermedia.com, there's a link there to Bomb's page that gives you every one of the athletes who participated in that event yesterday.
Does that include the middle school kids too?
There's another link for that on there.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Zane Trace girls golf won the SVC match number 4 with a 185, followed by Piketon's 201. Rosella Latavo of Zane Trace again medaling with a 42. Other action last night in volleyball, big win for Adina over Unioto, Southeastern down Huntington, Zane Trace over Paint Valley, and Westfall beat Piketon. We finally got this score this morning because on Max Prep it showed 2-2. Well, that's not possible. Apparently the coach that entered it inverted the scores on the fourth set for Westfall, and Max Prep says, well, that makes it 2-2, but that didn't work that way. Chillicothe getting a win last night over Miami Trace. Chillicothe over McLean. Miami Trace beat Hillsborough. Jackson over Washington. Logan Elm still undefeated. They swept Fairfield Union. Circleville likewise over Amanda Clear Creek. Hamilton Township beat Bloom Carroll in 5. Bloom Carroll was the odd team out last night because they have an odd number of teams in the Mid-State Buckeye, but they beat always tough Hartley out of Columbus in 4 sets. Lancaster over your alma mater, Dan, Taze Valley, that went in 5. Logan, probably the powerhouse in that division of the OCC, they swept Pickerington Central, but each one of those sets was very close. In boys soccer, Chillicothe edged McLean. Hillsborough and Miami Trace played to a 2-2 tie. Waverly got a win last night. I think that might have been their first one of the season, according to Chris Murphy. Wheelersburg, South Webster, all winners. Western beat Piketon, another tie. Hillsborough, Miami Trace. Eastern Brown was a winner. Portsmouth beat Ironton. Lancaster over Walnut Ridge. In girls soccer, McLean beat Chillicothe. Hillsborough over Miami Trace. Jackson blank Washington. Wheelersburg over Minford. Taze Valley, a winner over Hamilton Township. I got to do that because Dan went to school there. And Athens shuts out Warren. We were already telling you about the SVC girls golf, but there's some dual matches you can find on there. In girls tennis last night, Waverly girls stay undefeated. They're 6-0 now, 2-0 in the conference with a sweep of Minford 5-0. All that can be found on our website at littermedia.com.
Thank you to Haynes Total Healthcare for putting that together for us. Reds, I fell asleep last night. It was 2-1. I woke up after Austin Hayes hit the home run to make it 6-3, a home run for the Reds. And I thought, what happened? These guys, I'm telling you, they're sinking ship right now. This is not good. Talk me off the edge here as best you possibly can. They're 3.5 back in the wild card race now. And they still have 3 games with the Mets head-to-head later in the season, but right now, that's the team they're fighting for that last wild card spot. Come on, Tito, get them in action here. Reds back at it again. They wrap up that series this afternoon, 5:40, and the Guardians, they picked up a win.
Yay!
3-0 in a win over the Rays.
They don't call them the Devil Rays anymore. It's just Rays.
Gosh, that's been. Well, they call them Tampa Bay anymore.
Yeah, it's just
Tampa Bay Devil Rays, wasn't it, when they first expanded?
Yep.
And now it's just Tampa Rays.
And are they playing in a minor league stadium because the hurricane blew the roof off the dome last summer?
I can't say yay or nay on that.
I know there was heavy damage, and our friend Butch Atterbury earlier this season said, Mike, why is there a rain delay in Tampa? And I reminded him about the damage to the dome. And I thought I saw a Major League Baseball network showing one of their games. It's not a dome stadium they're playing in, so I'm assuming it's probably a AAA franchise field or something like that.
Maybe one of the Grapefruit League.
Very well could be, yeah.
Positions.
And some of those parks are pretty nice.
Yeah.
But just don't hold as many people.
Right. Have to check in with some of our Tampa contacts to find out.
Yeah, we know a guy, don't we?
We got a handful of those folks and see what we can find out. All right, coming up, this date in history, 1776.
A tease on our 250 for next year.
Details next.
Litter Quality Propane, online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for the educational portion of our program, aka This State in History.
Well, next year, and possibly even later this year, we'll be talking a lot about America's 250th anniversary. And this was the early days of the war for the Revolution, 1776. It was not a good day for George Washington. British forces under General William Howe defeat Patriot forces under General Washington at the Battle of Brooklyn. You didn't know there was a Battle of Brooklyn, did you? Well, you do now. It's also known as the Battle of Long Island. On August 29th, General Washington ordered a brilliant retreat to Manhattan by boat, thus saving the Continental Army from capture. However, by September 15th, the British had captured all of New York City. But it began on this date in the Battle of Brooklyn in 1776.
And what was the rally cry that Mike Smith gave earlier today?
Which one?
Fire George Washington.
Oh, fire George, yeah. Well, if we were in today's...
If it were a baseball game.
If it were like today's fickle people, George would have been out on his ear, because 1776 was not a great year for the Continental Army. They lost a number of battles. A lot of them are folklore as far as their, Bunker Hill and all of them, but a lot of those were defeats to the British.
Yeah.
So... learn your history, folks. That's all.
I'm excited about the 250th anniversary because it brings back memories of the bicentennial that we enjoyed. I graduated from the 8th grade in 1976 and remember what it was like to see all the boats in the harbor there in New York celebrating with fireworks and everything, which was really cool. So get a chance to kind of relive some of that. And our friends at the Nathaniel Massey, Daughters of the American Revolution. Sorry, I didn't think that through before I started hitting my lips here, and I wanted to make sure I did it properly. But the Nathaniel Massey chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, Teresa Reep and her group putting together some information for us that we will share on littermedia.com as we prepare to celebrate the I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Is it semi-sesquicentennial or something like that? That semi was in there somewhere.
Well, sesquicentennial is 150, right?
I don't know.
So,
or was it 175?
I thought it was semi-sesquicentennial.
That's what it was. Yes, thank you.
I knew semi was in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Kenworth.
AKA the 250th anniversary of America. Again, tomorrow we'll have a special guest with us at 1 o'clock. I'm going to visit with Brandon Smith from the Scioto Society as Tecumseh gets ready to close its 2025 summer season, but preparing for the fall season and the things that they have going on during the off season for Tecumseh as well.
And speaking of the America's 250, Teresa Reep will be with us next Tuesday morning at 10 to talk about something that's coming up here locally to kick off the 250 observance. I believe that's on September the 5th. Is that Friday?
Friday is the 5th, yes.
It's either the 5th or the 6th when they're going to do that. But Teresa will tell us about it next Tuesday morning.
That and everything else she's involved in.
Yes.
She always has something.
Get your notepad down, folks, because she's got a lot on her plate.
We love Teresa. She's a good gal. All right, coming up tomorrow, another edition of Litter Media Live. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.